My name is Duddits, I do builds and stuff, but today I want to show you a rocket launcher I've kept in my vault for a very long time. The crowning DUOLOGUE, and it's got the perk on there, Swashbuckler. Yes, Swashbuckler on a rocket launcher. We're also going to be showing you how to take full advantage of that with Sanguine Alchemy. Also things like Synthoceps, and we're going to have unraveling rounds left, right and centre with the crowning DUOLOGUE and Swashbuckler. Stay tuned. So, the crowning DUOLOGUE, it's a Strand rocket launcher precision frame. It now holds 9 in the magazine with the recent buffs to this rocket launcher frame. You get this from the summer solstice event. Like I said, I've been keeping it in my vault for a long time. I got Demolitionist on there, which is not a bad trait on a rocket launcher. It reloads your weapon and gives you weapon kills whenever you use your grenade ability. But the perk that really makes this one stand out for me personally is Swashbuckler. This weapon gains increased damage from melee kills and melee kills with this weapon. It's a 33% total maximum damage increase. But it could also sort of work a bit like Rampage, where it starts off at 6.7, 13.3, etc. and goes up per kill. It's also got the origin trait on there, Dreamwork. Once per reload, assists or assisted final blows partially refill this magazine from reserves, potentially overflowing the magazine. So, I've got some numbers to show you. The first hit that you're going to see with this one is 76 and 24. We're just going to tally that up to 76k. Just the 76k direct damage impact. It all works out to be the same anyways, but 76k per hit, and we're going to work this out. We're going to compare it against the Apex Predator. Just a standard shot from the Apex Predator. We'll compare it with the crowning DUOLOGUE. So 76k, the Apex Predator hits for 88k, which is a 15% less, roughly 15% less damage the crowning DUOLOGUE hits versus the Apex Predator. So, but don't let that put you off, because you get an extra 2 rockets with the crowning DUOLOGUE with the recent buffs to precision frames, ammo economy, so you get 9 in the magazine versus 7 in the Apex Predator. So back to the number, just to sort of keep this nice and easy as I can for you, 76k. But what we're going to do is hit the Swashbuckler perk active now, which is a 33% damage increase with the Swashbuckler. I know it sounds crazy on a rocket launcher, but it works really, really nice, getting a 33% damage increase, which I'm going to show you now. So get a melee kill, and you'll see that 33% damage increase goes up to 101k. So just to sort of round that up, it hit for 76k, goes to 101 with the Swashbuckler times 5, 32.8, so 33% damage increase. So it does work like Rampage as well. You can actually start your Swashbuckler by getting kills with the rocket launcher. It'll start off at times 1, times 2, but a melee kill will instantly proc to times 5. But what we can actually do with, just like an idea, is something like Sanguine Alchemy. You put a rift down, get a 17% damage increase with weapons that match your subclass element. So if you're on a Strand subclass, put your rift down and you're going to get a melee kill. You're going to see a further 16% damage increase from the Sanguine Alchemy. So a 16% damage increase, that's the Sanguine Alchemy kicking in, which is pretty nice, and it ain't too bad to do on a Warlock because you've got ranged melees, and even the ranged melees do good damage in end game content as well. So that's a total of a 55% damage increase. Swashbuckler and the Sanguine Alchemy both working together. But because it's Strand, we may as well take advantage of Thread of Propagation. Powered melee, final blows grant your Strand weapons unraveling rounds. Because Swashbuckler and Strand work together with this perk, plus we've got unraveling orbs. Whenever you pick up an orb, you're going to get unraveling rounds. So you're going to get unraveling rounds from your melee kills, plus your Swashbuckler, and you can also get unraveling rounds from orbs as well. Now, unraveling orbs or unraveling rounds are absolutely crazy, so underrated. They're like little wolfpack rounds. Look how much extra damage these do to other targets in the area or the actual target that you hit. So this is all just extra damage. It's really hard to break down the actual numbers of unraveling rounds, but the way I see it, it's just extra damage. And you can see just in this little clip here, just getting that Sanguine Alchemy going and your unraveling rounds, it absolutely destroys these champions. Now, just looking at it, does, well, just sort of like reading it, it would sound like it's like pretty hard to do. Put your rift down, get a melee kill, and get your rocket launcher out all in the sort of same time, but it's actually really pretty easy to do. Just put your rift down, get a melee kill. You're also going to unravel them targets with the actual Warlock melee, and it does some really nice damage for ad clearing as well. Look at that, really, really good. And like I said, them unraveling rounds, and the swashbuckler, the thread of propagation, all work perfectly together. You get melee kills, and it just absolutely destroys enemies and does some decent damage against bosses as well. Synthoceps is one that is way easier to proc. Obviously, on a Strand Titan, you're going to see exactly the same thing. Synthoceps is really good with swashbuckler, or you can even use something like Worm God Caress. But again, get that swashbuckler ×5 going, and you've got everything else going on. You've got your thread of propagation for them unraveling rounds. And just a little quick look at these unraveling rounds one more time. Look at the state of that, absolutely crazy. Wolfpack rounds going everywhere. Little green bogey Wolfpack rounds, really, really strong. And it's a lot easier to proc than the Warlock one. You can just get a grapple, melee kill, powered melee kill. Make sure you got that rocket launcher equipped. And obviously, you can imagine, with Banner of War, it is really good for Banner of War. You're going to get that Banner of War up really, really fast. Like I said, Swashbuckler and all these reviews on certain rocket launchers I've seen, they don't seem to take into account some of the perks you can actually get on them and how you can build into the perks. So I do think Swashbuckler on this one is really, really strong. And just before this video finishes, I just want to show you some other ideas. Obviously, Swashbuckler, things like Radiant with Celestial Fire Ember of Torches, or even on a Hunter Ember of Torches, just to get that Radiant and Swashbuckler going at the same time. It could be very interesting. But anyways, that's the video. Let me know what you think, and if you've got one of these in the vault, thanks for watching. Have an awesome weekend.